Good evening. Tonight, we bring you a special retrospective, the story of how the tiered nation was born. In 2025, America was already gasping for air, not because oxygen was scarce, but because everything else was. Prices crept higher, wages stagnated, and the shrinking bag of chips became the national metaphor. They called it shrinkflation. You paid the same and got less. Corporations learned a lesson then. The public will tolerate anything as long as you rename it. Empty shelves became supply chain mindfulness. Empty wallets were rebranded as financial fasting. The seeds were planted. By the late 2020s, tipping fatigue had spread from restaurants to every corner of life. Coffee shops asked for 30% gratuity on drip coffee, delivery apps begged for extra for moral support, and even hospital waiting rooms introduced optional nurse appreciation surcharges. It was in this climate that the first whispers of subscription living began. Omnimart, then merely the largest retailer in history, introduced the Partier Plus loyalty program. Bronze members got basic shipping, Silver members received faster delivery, and Gold members, they got a new identity. They weren't customers, they were citizens. In time, borders shifted. America wasn't just a country, it was an add-on. Meanwhile, politics was losing its grip on reality. In a desperate bid to connect with young voters, candidates turned to live streams and hashtag battles. The Secretary of Hashtags emerged from the chaos, a cabinet role created not by law, but by likes. For the first time, policy itself was a trending topic. Bills advanced through Congress only if they reached the minimum number of shares. Democracy was reduced to an engagement metric. The Bureau of Algorithmic Fairness soon followed. Promising efficiency, it replaced courts, HR departments, and complaint hotlines with automated decision systems. Bronze citizens quickly discovered that appeals were impossible. Every request led to another captcha, another loop. Justice was digitized, and then it was lost. Culturally, nostalgia had taken root. Hollywood, exhausted by originality, began offering citizens subscription bundles for memories. The newly formed Nostalgia Authority permitted each household one reboot per decade. Families fought in the streets over which superhero franchise would earn the slot. Nostalgia was no longer entertainment, it was governance. And still, the people scrolled. Holosphere, the metaverse state, taxed offline living. Citizens streamed every breath for social rations. Glamvault, the mausoleum of eternal influences, proved that death was no barrier to content. Parasocial loyalty became stronger than civic duty. By the 2030s, healthcare had mutated into a carnival. Pharmadome opened its gates, a healthcare theme park where the entry ticket doubled as insurance. Visitors rode the co-pay coaster and lined up for the deductible drop. Medicine was entertainment, and suffering was monetized. Napster Prize stepped in to fill the labor gaps. In a world where burnout was universal, the wealthy outsourced sleep itself. Bronze workers were paid hourly to nap on behalf of their employers. Rest became a job, not a right. At the Influence Exchange, clout was traded like soybean futures. Your anger, your joy, your grief, all tokenized, all sold. Don't waste your emotions, the exchange reminded citizens, monetize them. And then, the final ingredient, crisis. Climate disasters, endless outages, political gridlock. The Secretary of Hashtags trended solutions, but none arrived. Citizens demanded stability, and Omnimart provided it, for a fee. Bronze citizens were promised shelter during hurricanes. Silver citizens got guaranteed seats on evacuation transports. and gold citizens. They got to own the weather. Entire communities were rebuilt not by FEMA, but by subscription tiers. From that moment, the United States was no longer a nation of states, but a nation of plans: bronze, silver, gold, and for the elite, platinum, a plan so exclusive it wasn't advertised, only whispered. Today, in 2060, Tiered Nation is a reality. Bronze Susan wakes each day and counts her rationed laughs, careful not to exceed 3 before bedtime. Gold Greg signs up for another unlimited breath plan, smugly sipping lavender-scented oxygen while the rest of the country wheezes. Omnimart prints the passports, Holosphere streams the ceremonies, Pharmadome sponsors the parades. The Bureau of Algorithmic Fairness adjudicates who gets upgraded, while the Secretary of Hashtags renames it all as Progress. The Glam Vault broadcasts Eternal Beauty, the Nostalgia Authority permits carefully rationed childhoods, the Influence Exchange keeps our feelings liquid, and Napster Prize ensures even sleep belongs to someone richer than you. Historians now agree, Tiered Nation was not declared in a single act. It was built one irritation at a time. A surcharge here, a subscription there, a shrug from the public, a smirk from the corporations. Slowly, choice became privilege. Privilege became class. And class became law. 11 simple words written in every constitution of Tiered Nation. Don't ask what you are owed, ask what you subscribe to. And so the moral of the story is this: when a society treats essentials as services and services as subscriptions, eventually citizenship itself becomes just another tier. Bronze, silver, gold, a nation no longer united, but upgraded. This has been a special report on the rise of Tiered Nation. Upgrade today for uninterrupted access to tomorrow.